Hey there, Pisces Moon, Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising. I don't know why it came out that way. It is Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. And I want to wish you a Happy New Year. I am recording this on January 1st. I was ringing in the new year last night in a very special way, and so I hope you were as well. And so I'm a little froggy. So let's just go with that. All right. So I do want to thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your comments, for helping me to grow my channel. But most importantly, when you hit that thumbs up or when you leave me a comment, then you connect your energy to mine, and it allows me to be able to access and tap into your energy, and you're more likely to get information that resonates with you in the reading. So go ahead and hit that thumbs up. And the other thing I noticed is I had a video that really went viral a couple of weeks ago. 12,000 views, which is crazy because that is like 10 times my average. And I was wondering why it was spreading so far, and then I got a message from someone else, and I thought, oh, that's why Spirit picked that one up and took it. So you helped to spread the word to people who actually need to hear something important. It was it was important that they got the message that they did. And so I want to encourage you to help out that way, and go ahead and hit that thumbs up and communicate with me. I appreciate it. Okay, so this year we have all this energy happening over the next 2 weeks in Capricorn, and it sets the tone. It sets the tone for what's going on for the rest of the year. And then I believe that we are at the doorway. We've been at the doorway since 2012 of the age of Aquarius, and I think we crossed the threshold into the age on December 21st. 2020, when Jupiter and Saturn come into conjunction in Aquarius at 0 degrees. And to me, that's like the kickoff of it. And so we move out of this energy of building the structures, and we start expanding through thoughts and minds. And so this is wrapping up that energy of the deep dive of Pisces, right? Where we were settling out all that karmic energy, all the karmic relationship energies that needed to be sorted out. We've got Saturn and Pluto in conjunction. That hasn't happened since 1982. It was happening in Libra. Also at that time, Jupiter was in conjunction with Libra a couple of times, 3 times I think that year. And so the last time, that was 1982, and that was 35 years ago. So what was going on in your life? Because this is the clearing out of that emotional karma that cycle that you were going through. The North Node was in Cancer then, as it is now. When they were in opposition in 2001, Saturn and Pluto, again, the North Node was in Cancer. And so this is that mother-father energy. That energy, you know, as you were a child, and the relationships that you have with your mother and your father, and the drama from them, or the good stuff, but it plays out in the relationships that you have moving forward, the relationships you have with your children, the relationships you have that are significant. And so it's working through that. It's releasing that karmic. And so this is it, this full moon eclipse in Cancer that we are having on the 10th. I've been saying the 11th. I'm sorry, I'm bad. That is that final opportunity to really let go of the karmic baggage that came along during the Piscean age, to allow us all to move into the age of Aquarius, where we start expanding our universe, where we start expanding our thoughts, where we start creating things simply from our thoughts. It's a long ways off, but the ages are long. But in order to get there, first we have to clear this karmic baggage, and that's what you reincarnated at this time to do. So congratulations, you picked a hard time to do it, but you are capable, or you wouldn't be here. You have the support, or you wouldn't be here. And so this is what we're doing now. And so this eclipse energy becomes really important in conjunction with all of these other things that are happening. And it is a raucous time right now over the next 2 weeks. And this energy will flow out for the next year, easy. 18 months on that eclipse energy. So, you know, hang in there. So on Monday, January 6th, which is when the video goes live here, is a day to be very cautious, to be very careful about, not pushing too hard on something that you've recently made gains in. And so if you have a health condition and you're feeling better, don't go out there and, push yourself and get yourself unhealthy again. If there's a negotiation you've been having and you made some progress on it, don't push too hard because you're going to lose some ground that you've gained. And so don't push too hard on anything at this point in time. Because the moon is a Gemini, I feel like it's more likely verbal than anything else, and so watch out for that. And then on the 9th, on Thursday the 9th, there's this clarity of vision that comes in when the moon moves into Cancer, getting set up for that eclipse energy. But it's kind of hard to pin it down to know exactly where it is you're going to nail down the solutions, but you start to see it. And then the 10th, we have Uranus. At the same time of the eclipse, Uranus is going direct over there in Taurus, and you have the sun coming into conjunction with the south node of Capricorn. Where do we release things? Out of the south node, and so you've got that happening while the sun and the moon are in opposition, creating this eclipse energy. It is so powerful, okay, because they're in opposition, and you have that conjunction with the south node at the same time. Really, north node, south node. Wow. So letting things go. We've got Mars on that day making some really harsh angles to the moon, to the sun, to Mercury. So watching out for how you speak to yourself, how you allow others to speak to you. Just because they say it doesn't make it true, right? You stand in your truth, know what your truth is, but maybe not verbalize necessarily that way that day, because I think it creates dynamics that you might be uncomfortable with. But if you want to go for it, then go for it. Just be aware that it's happening because you have Mercury in conjunction with the sun at the same time, which is really Mercury is busy. And so over the next 2 weeks, I want you to consider writing down any of these random thoughts that come to you, ideas, inspirations, because Mercury is moving so fast and he's bouncing off of all these conjunctions with all these planets because he's in Capricorn and he's moving way through Capricorn. So he's going to come into conjunction one right after the other, right after the other. And so the ideas will be flowing fast and furious. And if you don't grab them very quickly, over in Pisces, we've got Neptune at an angle where it'll make it kind of fuzzy and hard to really grab the energy and pull it in for any length of time. So when the ideas come to you, write them down. Keep track of your dreams, write them down, because you'll have time when Mercury goes into retrograde in your sign in Pisces coming up at the end of February through March to be able to revisit them and research them and edit them and revise them into something that's useful. But right now, grab those ideas while they're coming to you. And then on Sunday, that's the 12th, we get that. That's it. That's the conjunction. That is that Saturn-Pluto conjunction. And then Saturn begins to move past Pluto, opening up space for this transformation to have room to grow in, to create new structures, new boundaries. And so Jupiter then is going to be coming through. It's one thing after the other. Jupiter actually comes into conjunction 3 times this year with Pluto, 3 times with Saturn. All this energy is just bouncing around, a chance to take that structure and break out some walls and rebuild it in a way that really works for you. So it's the destruction for the reconstruction. So it's like remodeling your life. And that's what's going on this year, getting ready for the next phase. So welcome this energy in. Allow it to work for you. Those retrogrades this year are happening in the water signs. Again, I don't know why. They just are. so hey, if we didn't get enough chance to break through on the emotional front, we get to do it all over again. So I'm not sure about, but I think it's in the summer, it's in Cancer again, but it might be also partially into Leo, which I think it dips into Leo a little bit. So we're starting to move it into the fire sign energies for the retrogrades of what are we going to take our actions and how are we going to use those. And so your overall energy for this week, that was awesome. You have the Page of Pentacles. This is what is of value to you, what ideas are coming to you that have value and potential to be marketable, to create stability and wealth, and how can you grow them. So that is some really great stuff. I did not finish. I'm sorry. So the 13th is a lot of opportunity to be illuminated with the sun coming into conjunction with different things. And then Wednesday the 15th is a tough day. It is tough. The moon is in Libra. And in Libra, it will be in a square, which is a really complicated, tough angle with all those planets in Capricorn and with the node and everything. And so while that is happening, you might want to do a duck and cover. Just keep your head down. And the good news is it's a day to be highly productive. And so allow yourself to be productive and just ignore the crap going on around you, because there will be a lot of it. And then when we get to the weekend, the moon moves from Sagittarius and finishes out from Scorpio into Sagittarius. And this is where we start touching base with our dreams and our goals and our wishes, right? Because that's in your 9th house of long distance travel and ideas and research. And then Sagittarius is all about long distance travel and dreams and research also. And so this whole weekend will be a chance to really be thinking about what you want, but write it down. And Mercury is going to be in this nice angle with Chiron. So allow for the healing to happen. Oh yeah, allow for the healing to happen. The energy of this eclipse is all about the purification. It is the letting go of the emotions that are not serving you, so that you can start building something that will serve you. And so that's what we have happening for you this week. Let's get into the cards. I'm going to do a 9-card spread. I am going to only be doing readings from now on twice a month. I'll do it at the beginning of the sun sign and then midway at the midpoint, so that I have the opportunity to work on the things that I'm trying to structure and balance, and I need a little more time and space in my life, and so I'm sure you can understand that. So this is thoughts, feelings, actions, past, present, future. The center card is the key to the situation, and you have for the key to the situation, you have the 6 of Wands, you have victory. I think this is about you knowing and believing in yourself, in your heart of hearts, that victory is assured, that you can get there. And my ears are ringing like crazy all of a sudden. Holy cow. Trust and believe in yourself. Follow your intuition to victory. Your heart knows the way. When it is the key to the situation and it is right there in the center of the heart area, your heart knows the way. It is finding your vision and hanging on to your vision and believing in your vision and trusting in your vision. In the recent past, you've been seeking knowledge and guidance through your intuition, so good for you. Good for you. That's why you are starting to feel it and be able to make progress with it. In the arena of transformation, we have the Page of Swords. So transformation is going to come through research and knowledge. It is going to come through you taking the effort to figure out what you need to know, asking for the guidance that you need, searching for the truth. This is searching for the truth. This is not about standing in your own truth, but this is actual studying, learning, growing, being teachable. Being teachable. So, for instance, I'm going to be taking a course in astrology, because while I really enjoy astrology and I'm very enthusiastic about it, I've never formally studied it. So I'm going to start taking that. So that'll be an area of my life that will start transforming. So, but what does interest you? And this year, you know how people say follow your passion, and you're like, well, I don't know what my passion is. Don't worry about that. I want you to follow your curiosity. What are you curious about? What do you want to know more about? Study what you are interested in. Then you might decide, oh, that's not for me, right? I took a college course once in radiology. It was Introduction to Radiology, and it was a 3-hour opening lecture that day. And at the halfway point, so we could go to the bathroom or whatever, I picked up all my stuff and I walked down to the registration office and I dropped the class, because it wasn't for me. So sometimes it's when you study something, you go, oh wait, it's not for me. Nothing he was saying was of any interest to me. It was not sparking my curiosity, and so I moved on. And so look at this. You have the Page of Swords, and in the future you have the Ace of Swords, which is your truth. It is you having this intellectual idea that you have decided this is my truth. And so doing this research helps you to determine where you are going forward. That is amazing. I love the progression of this. So in the recent past, you've been struggling. We have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is there are opportunities and you are trying, I think, to decide which way to go. This is an interesting depiction of the Three of Wands because we have this one wand and those two dragons seem to be fighting over it. And so I feel like there's been a conflict of ideas going on in your head and trying to pin down which way to go. The Six of Wands, though, is twice the Three of Wands, but it's victory. It's overcoming, it's defeating the doubts and the insecurities about this idea. Because this is in the house of the mice, and we have this one wand. And so if you've been like, I don't know if I can grow this, if I can do this, it looks like, yes, you are identifying what is the value and where you want to go. And in your heart space, look at this, the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. That's such amazing energy. It really is. So this eclipse is happening in Cancer, which is your third house of your fifth house of creativity. And so I think you've been struggling to figure out what you're creative about, but in your heart space, here we go. This is the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor. If you've been trying to get pregnant, there's an opportunity to do that too. Just saying, I can see that here because it's children, it's creativity, it's fun and romance. I wanted to encourage you to awaken your inner child. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to tell you before I turned on the camera, I got into your energy, and what I saw was like it was pushing. I felt this energy of I was pushing up, and then I broke through. And when I broke through, I realized I had broken through the water. And all of a sudden I saw, it was like Ariel and the Little Mermaid where she springs up out of the water and she breathes in the air and she's resting on the rock, which is very stable. And she was looking to the future of where she wanted to go, the beach. Okay, so I don't want you to think that, it's going to end like the Little Mermaid. We have the Six of Wands here, okay? But this is about looking to the future and where you want to go and taking the time to breathe and also to lift yourself up out of your emotions and have that clarity of the air sign, that clarity of breath. Because as you project forward, it is definitely coming out of the Piscean age into the age of Aquarius when you're breaching the water into the air, right? And so that is the energy of this eclipse energy for you this week. And so, wow, in the recent past, you've been struggling. We have the Ace of Cups, and I think this is about you trying to figure out what your passion is, or you trying to figure out what you love or who you love. But it feels more like a passion project. It feels more like, what am I passionate about? And you've been blocking the flow of the abundance of the universe, either from worrying about it too much or struggling through it. And so again, I want to say to you, the key to get you to move forward for transformation is to follow your curiosity. Your curiosity will help move you in the right direction. Oh, look it, there you are, King of Cups. In the action, it is about emotional balance. Could this mean someone's coming in? I can see that. So you may have a love relationship on the horizon where it was struggling to get started, and now here comes the King of Cups, the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. That doesn't mean it's a male. It's someone who's emotionally balanced, that's offering love in a very mature way. That is definitely a possibility. This could be you offering love in a very mature way to somebody else. It is the action to be taken. And in the future, we have the Magician. Nice finish, Pisces. Nice. So you have all the tools at your disposal to create whatever it is you want to create, whether this is love, whether this is business, because this looks like business. This looks like researching an idea of something to move forward. This looks like creating a foundation for money. And honestly, we have all of the things, right? We have the water, we have the Fire of Wands, we have the Sword of Truth, the air energy, and we have the Pentacles here, and they're all represented in the Magician. They're all represented on the table. All the pieces are there. Whatever it is you're trying to create, you have the ability to do so right now. You have everything that you need at your disposal. And So we have the Strength card, which is the ability to overcome challenges and obstacles. So this is not easy energy of Capricorn. It is being able to shift and change and to climb the mountain and carefully step forward, and patience and having the strength and endurance to get there. But we have confidence. And I really want you to focus on building your confidence, knowing in your heart of hearts that you are going to be victorious. You have the Six of Wands right there as you move forward, and the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. And so I'm going to read a little bit on what it says about confidence. Confidence is the knowing the truth of something beyond a shadow of a doubt. This is knowing in your heart of hearts that you will be victorious. This card is asking you to believe in yourself no matter what you are currently trying to achieve. Have faith in who you are and what you're trying to do. Move through your life with your head held high, assured of your truths, and you will be amazed at the doors that open for you. Poise can be more important than knowledge and understanding. There are many traits you can gain, but you must start with confidence. So tapping into that solar plexus energy, picturing that ball of fire of the sun in the center of your belly and spreading the light through your body, and knowing that you are a manifester. Your victory is assured, and right here, the outcome is the manifestation. You have all the tools you need. So here it is. Follow your curiosity. Stay emotionally balanced and believe in yourself, and look at how beautiful it turns out for you. And so it is a time for healing, and emotions are running high. And so yes, there is a purification. There is a need to let go of what no longer serves you. Break the surface of the deep emotional energy, and start breathing in the air. And look at this. It's a narrow pathway. Tread thoughtfully. This is doing the research, gaining the knowledge. It is a key to the transformation. I don't want you to lose sight of the fact that you need to study something. You need to learn a little bit more. Tread thoughtfully. Thoughtfully means using this Ace of Swords here to make decisions, to move with discernment, yes, Pisces, you are guided by your intuition and your heart knows the way, but you're also going to need to engage the mind in order to create, because you're going to need to use all of the tools, right? They're all at your disposal, but they have also all shown up here, making this really important. And then be in flow. Everything is smooth sailing. If you can get in flow with Spirit, Spirit is going to take you to where you want to go. Just do the research and work, through the space of your truth and your integrity. Have the confidence in yourself. Well, this looks really beautiful. What a great reading. Honestly, Pisces, things have really changed and turned around for you. And I think it's because, because Chiron has moved out of Pisces, and all that deep healing that has been working. Oh gosh, how long I think Chiron's in a sign for like 7 years. And so the past 7 years working through that energy, it's now over there in Aries, which is working through, their energy, and I can already see it touching them, but you guys have worked through yours. And now we've got these retrogrades this year in Mercury happening in the water signs, which is an opportunity to kind of review and revise and to change anything that you need to. Pay attention to the details and move yourself forward. And you have copper. Excellent. You have copper. I'm excited that you have copper. Okay, so I am a conduit for goodness and prosperity. I receive inspiration and great wealth. You are going to receive the information that you need. It's flowing to you. I receive inspiration and great wealth. Believe in yourself and what you're doing. That Six of Wands confidence. Be a clear conduit for messages and inspiration. Complete inventions, formulas, and creative works. Amplify courage and confidence. Confidence is the key. It has shown up here. It has shown up here. It has shown up in the key to the reading is your self-confidence. Believing in your ability to create what you're going for. So that's what you need, is the faith in yourself to achieve your dreams, and then taking the appropriate actions for it. It is a narrow pathway, so think about your next steps. Don't react emotionally. Step by step, analytically, and grounded thinking. That is what Capricorn is about. Structures, right? So contain yourself within the structures, and you will be amazed at what you turn out. So good for you, Pisces. I will see you in a couple of weeks. You take care. This looks good. This looks amazing. Actually, it looks beyond good. It looks amazing. So congratulations.